Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. It has been a week, let me tell you what. As some of you may know, I didn't film last week, and there's good reason. We're going to get into that. But first, I want to welcome everybody to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. If this is the first time here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I am doing a video blog of my Zepbound journey. I am on week 5 of the Zepbound. I also have a ton of cooking videos, so if you're here to see good Texas cooking, go check out some of these videos that I have. I've done over 500 videos, so you ought to be able to find something that you love. Let's get started. So last week, about Tuesday afternoon, I started having pain in my left lower abdomen. It's nothing I hadn't felt before, and I knew what was coming. I knew that I probably had diverticulitis, and I did. My daughter ended up taking me to the emergency room on Wednesday, and they did all the normal blood work, CAT scan of my gut, normal tests, and the CAT scan came back and said I had acute unobstructive diverticulitis, which basically means, if you don't know what diverticulitis is, it's caused from diverticulosis, which means I have craters in my lower intestines that can get, those little craters can get infected. They call them pockets, but they can get infected. If they're obstructed, they can cause abscesses, which I've had in the past. Not recommended, but it usually can't clear it up with just simple antibiotic. Can try, but when it gets to the acute stage, you need intervention. So I spent 5 days in the hospital. I was still able to take last week's shot, even though I was in the hospital Friday. The doctor did approve for me to take it. There was no real rhyme or reason why I had a diverticulitis flare. It just happens. I can go years without having one, and then I had one in December, and then I've had one now. It's a very random, weird thing. Best thing you can do is try to increase your fiber, which I have, and drink lots and lots of water, which I do. So I have a follow-up appointment with my general doctor later this afternoon, just kind of a follow-up. I am feeling much better. I felt pretty rough there for a few days. So anyway, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna do my injection. This is week 5 of the Zepbound 0.5. I will say that, considering that I had an IV every single day and was on constant fluids for 5 days, I did gain, obviously, some water weight, because that's pretty much salt water, right? So I have been working my way through dropping that off, and it should come off fairly quickly. I have my weigh-in weight. I am exactly 20 pounds down from my starting weight. So I feel like I'm definitely making progress. Let me take a drink. I do feel like I'm down. I've got some side-by-side pictures of when I first started until today that I will try to do an overlay here. If not, I'll get it in next week. But anyway, let's do the shot, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit. Pull the lid off, make sure that it's in the unlocked position, and then you can put in your arms, you can put in your stomach, you can put in your thighs. I prefer the stomach. It's just easy for me to do. So let's get that done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm telling you guys, this is absolutely painless. If it wasn't for some of the side effects, I would wonder if there's medicine actually going in, because it does not hurt in the least. Let me dispose of this. Let's talk about symptoms. My symptoms, or side effect symptoms, are really starting to get a lot better. I still have moments of nausea. Obviously, I still fight dehydration, but I did all that prior to starting the med, because I've had a gastric sleeve. So I'm still dealing with the dry skin and stuff like that. But overall, the nausea is a lot better. I have found that if I take a Zofran prior to taking my shot, it helps the initial nausea that you can sometimes get from the shots. Do I still think it's worth it? Absolutely. I am seeing progress. My clothes are starting to feel a bit lighter. I have lost some weight in my face, and then the scales show that I'm losing. So I do feel like I'm getting somewhere. I still obviously have a very long ways to go, and I hope y'all are here for the journey with me. I'm still logging all my food. I talked about that in the last video, the app that I found. I've got a affiliate link in the description if you would like to go check it out. It really, paid version for me. It's not that expensive compared to some of the weight loss. MyFitnessPal used to be free, and now they want to charge you if you want to do anything extra. This has a free and a paid membership. I do the paid, the gold, trying it out because it shows more nutrients and macros and stuff like that. You could totally do it without it, and there may be some point that I'd go back with just doing it this way, but for right now I just like seeing all the extra results in it. So be sure and check that link out. It's in the description below, and we will just give it a look, see what you think. There's not much other going on here. Let's see, it's 9:41 on Friday, and 11:40 I have a video visit with the rheumatologist to see what they've come up with, what they may think some of my inflammatory issues, what's causing those. So that's going to be happening here in just a little while. I want to go ahead and get everything filmed, and that way I can get this edited and out to you guys on time. But anyway, I just wanted to follow up with a thank you to all of you who have been watching my videos. The numbers for my channel have been really good, and I appreciate that. If you know somebody that is on this Zepbound journey or any of the weight loss shots, please share my videos with them, because I'm a real person. I'm a real overweight person. I'm not somebody who just has 20 pounds to lose. I need to lose about 80. So I would love for everybody to come join me on this journey, because it has its up and down moments. One thing that they don't tell you about, and they don't tell you about it when you have weight loss surgery as well, is that when you start losing a lot of weight, your body releases a lot of hormones, especially if you're really heavy and not just 5 or 10 pounds overweight. And that can be hard. It can make you snappy and less patient. Plus, dealing with the menopause symptoms too. You add all that together, and it can be a little crazy. But I am, just a little backstory for you who may just be joining me. I am 52 years old. I have lost over 200 pounds with a gastric sleeve. I put about 80 pounds back on for various reasons, medical, non-medical, menopause, all the fun things that happen to women my age. So I have had a total complete hysterectomy now, so I don't have to deal with that kind of stuff, but it brings its own set of issues. So anyway, I'm going to end this today. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I hope you'll share me with your friends, because we need to get the word out there. There is so much crap out there, and I'm sorry. Headlines, if you see taglines, how I lost 100 pounds and was lazy. Nothing is lazy about if you have to have a gastric sleeve or have to use this medication. Lazy people wouldn't want to put up with the symptoms. Now, that being said, there are people who think the shot's going to cure everything, and they don't need to change anything about their lifestyle. And I'm here to tell you that is not true. My number one tip for y'all this week is do not use food for a reward. Whether you're taking one of these medications, you've had a gastric surgery, whatever, or you're just trying to lose some weight. We're taught from very young, if you get good grades, we'll go get pizza, or we give our children, our parents especially, gave us treats if we did what they wanted us to do. It's just what you did, right? We'll go get ice cream, we'll do this or do that. And people still think, oh, I've lost 10 pounds, so I'm going to go have donuts. It's not helpful. And I'm not saying you can't have a treat every once in a while. Absolutely you can. I'm not saying you can't have a burger every once in a while. Absolutely you can. Just don't use it as a reward. Just use it as a cheat day or some other mentality, because it's up here. Obesity is 95% a mind game. So I would suggest don't do that. Don't use your food as a reward to you. Food is fuel. And if you look at it like that, and like I've said in the past, I highly recommend logging every single thing you put in your mouth. Even if you've screwed up, log it, because it's going to help you understand what you're doing to yourself, what you're eating, what you need to eat more of. 9 out of 10 times, I struggle making my calorie count. I just do. I get where I don't want to eat anything, or I eat very small amounts, And that can, in itself, can be not healthy. If you ever get in a stall, best thing I can recommend is go eat a cheeseburger. It sounds crazy, but sometimes you need that calorie boost, and that weight will start dropping back off. It happened when I had my weight loss surgery as well. So anyway, we'll end this here. Thank y'all so much for joining me today on Mama C's Texas Kitchen, and I will see you guys on the next video.